So yesterday I made a video on how to get a dedicated server to work, which can be found here, Ark News. Um, at the end I kinda went over the port forwarding way too quick. I did it in 2 minutes since there isn't a fixed way that works for every router, but I'll try to explain this as generally as possible since this is quite important. So you open command prompt on Windows, you type ipconfig, and you will try to look for your default gateway. If you're using both Ethernet and wired, it might be best to just disable your Wi-Fi at all. Like if you're gaming, you should play on cable. If you don't have the option to play on cable, you should only have one option here. Look for your default gateway and just copy it. Go into Chrome, go to that IP. It will normally connect to your router. In general, this is how you would do it. I know for me it doesn't work since my port forwarding is handled through my ISP. But in general, if you go to your router settings, you should be able to have some kind of screen. Once you get on there, I know this one. This is going to nice quality. I can somewhat see it. Here there is application and gaming. Look for something application gaming related, port forwarding, advanced, somewhere in the categories. Let's see here if there is. Probably advanced here. It depends from router, this will always change. I can see forwarding blurry here, so that's probably it. Once you're at there, you need to port forward 4 ports. Port forward 4 ports. That sounds stupid. That depends how you set up your server. If we go to server that we've set up yesterday, in your bat file you either enter the ports, like you have a game port and your query port. You need to port forward your game port and your game port +1. So this is what you see here: 7777 to 7778. This is start and the end. And this is also well, it's pretty much if you want to, for example, if something else was also running on these ports at home, so I could forward them so they look different on the outside. Just keep them the same for simplicity and put it on UDP. If it asks for an IP address here, that's the IP address of the computer that's running the server. So you can also see that in IP config, it's this one here, 240. So the next port you need is your query port. So same IP, same PC. This is just one port, so it's literally 4 times the same number. That is also UDP. And then you can add the Archon port, which is for remote access and remote management of your server. It's 2720. I don't know if you can change this through the bat file, but it's not necessary either. You need to put it on TCP though. And that should pretty much be all your settings for port forwarding. Let me see. Then I know someone asked for them. I will go over that fully. Yeah, it's .com. So next up, problems with dedicated server. Wildcard has released a statement with I'll just open these tweets. One of them for a client-side update for Epic Games. Since if you played on server, let's go to official. Let's just say an APV PVE dash official dash gen 1 583. If you look for this, it will show it now, but if you're searching, for example, on dedicated servers, you might have trouble finding your server. They said they fixed this. I expected a new patch, but there is no patch notes for it. So, like, official servers should be easier to find back and to reconnect to them. I don't play official, I just joined this for testing. Yes. The other problem with non-dedicated, if I now go to unofficial, is when you look for a server here, I'll just take this one, it's short to type, XUSSR. There might be a problem if you look for it that it doesn't show. See, it doesn't show it, albeit you clearly saw it here first time. I'm assuming the server is still online. You can keep refreshing and hope it eventually shows up. The other way to connect to it is what I've just shown before I started recording. It's like, and I have the server name, so we just take the server name. We go to Battlemetrics, battlemetrics.com, and this is their homepage. You just select Ark here, you give in the server name, and you get the server here. So here you select the game port and the IP. You can just copy it, and you go into single player. Let me see if I find it. Nope. See, it's like you might be lucky and get and find it, but it doesn't always guarantee it. So go into single player. What map is he running? The island, good. Thank God. Passwords. Can't see. Good. So, don't go in the water. So once you're in single player, you can do this in like non-dedicated as well, or maybe other servers, but just go single player, it's quicker. You type open and then you just paste the IP colon the game port, so pretty much this. Don't copy the query port, that won't work, like game port. And you just hit enter. And you see I'm joining his server now, which I don't think... if you just create... we see here server name XUSSR. That's pretty much how to like join a server. If you've bought one from Nitrado, you set up your own dedicated server and you can't find it in the list, that's how you do it. The problem is with if you have a password set up, you will get the error that like you entered the wrong password. You cannot connect through you cannot like enter passwords through the open command. So either you disable passwords on your server and then everyone can join it, or well, you play the RNG game and refresh here constantly. And this is never like guaranteed. You can maybe filter it down, but okay, now it worked. Players 5 out of 10. There was like no one. But yeah, so like it isn't guaranteed to like find it, so even now it doesn't find it. Next up, so this still touching the video from last time. You've I hope like you follow the full setup, you run it, you go into like you've run your server. Is this it? No. You've run your server, you will want to play and you can't connect. I'll just do this for now. That's one thing with the Battlemetrics. You can just look up your server name. See here, if it's not online, yeah, we found. If it's not online, it will show up red. If it is online, I mean, if you don't find it at all, it means that it's never worked once. So that's probably most likely that you look for your server name and you won't see it here at all. So yeah. If it shows here, like properly blue, and you still can't connect to it, then that's yours, like on your side problem. If it doesn't show up here, probably port forwarding that's working, or your server has properly started. which is next. That's not what I need. Keep going through that and it looks like a command prompt. Some like troubleshooting for a server. If you've started your server and like accidentally clicked in it, it will say select here. It pauses the server completely. I don't know why Windows does this. This is purely Windows issue. Just hit enter and it should like continue working. I'm like now trying to see if anything will go through. Like it will eventually start up, so if you see select here, just go in your terminal, hit enter. It doesn't hurt to do it. You can't like enter commands here, so other stuff. Servers do take a while to start up. I've said that last time as well. Don't have your Ark game, like generally, don't have your Ark game running. It might start up quicker. I don't even know if this is now started or not. Oh, I should actually look through this. Well, I guess it hasn't started. It should. This is amazing, that's not working now. Yeah, it's not online. Okay, good. Well, it's something that says at least. I'll just restart this. It'll be quicker. Okay. So yeah, if you if you can't find it here at all, like let's say I started a new server, this 3, it won't show up here. That means it's never run once. If it shows up here, that means you've worked it. Like let's say last day it worked. Now it doesn't work, and that's why. Other stuff. Like in general, you can ask in Discord for problems. That's good. Like if you have problems, just ask in Discord, but don't come like help, my dedicated server doesn't work, please fix. Like if you followed the video or the wiki, say like I got to there, then I didn't couldn't follow, couldn't read what you were typing or something. I will be able to help much better like that. Like check if other people can connect to it or if it's only you. What else if this? Like just a simple restart might always fix it as well. I love how this now isn't launching at all. Like it shouldn't take. It might be caching. Okay, it might take a bit longer than a plan. We'll wait a bit. I love how the only people typing here are people without a role. Let me fix this since, well, I kinda didn't want that to happen, but I'm lazy, so no, you can't, and you all can. Save. That should be better. Yeah, okay, so now it's starting up. The cat host name is normal. Like, that's an error that's been showing lately, but it doesn't influence your server at all. It takes a while to start up your servers. Don't worry if it doesn't like show anything within a minute or two. Like even for me it took almost 2 minutes for the first half. So I expect close to 3-4 minutes for me. Don't expect over 20 minutes if you're like on a older computer. See now it's fully. Once you see full startup, it's fully running. Full startup number of course. This logging just got added in the latest patch. I'm assuming it will go away. Oops. It'll go away soon. Or not, it doesn't matter. But now if I refresh here, Battlemetrics might not update like quick enough. I can't refresh it. Search. Does the enter really not work? Search. Yeah, no, we'll see. It will eventually update here. Non-dedicated. Let me see. Non-dedicated has in general not been working. Oh yeah, some other things I need to say. The other tweet from Wildcard. I've opened the same tweet twice. Perfect. Oh no, wait. Here. For dedicated servers, you need VC140. It's Visual Studios. Yeah, C++ Visual Distributable. I have no idea how to check your current version, but like, it doesn't hurt to just update it. They say it might fix some problems, but yeah, okay, no. I know someone else retweeted it with a link. It's the same link probably. And just want to see. Yeah, Nitrado should work. Yeah, she just gave the link to pretty much the site. Update that, might fix something. Next up, non-dedicated, yes. Non-dedicated doesn't work. End of discussion. You can get it to work. Some people say port forwarding. Some people advise for using stuff like Hamachi, which, if you didn't know how Hamachi is, it pretty much set up a peer-to-peer network which skips the port forwarding and a lot of the other stuff, but you shouldn't be using it. It's like a workaround for something that's working. It's just stupid. DLC's other stuff. If you like want to join a server, you've just set up your server and you want to join. You join it and this happens. Let me now actually get the error. You're kidding me. How? Wait. Okay, you might know. Okay, whatever. What I was trying to show you is when you join a map that isn't the island by default, sometimes people get kicked back to the Epic Games store. What you go then is go to your library, go to Ark. I kinda really want to show it now. Is this center default installed? Volcaro. I don't have like. I'm gonna look like an idiot if I now can perfectly join. This is Epic, right? Yeah, this is Epic. Yeah, it probably will kick me back. But like, if you can't connect through a map that isn't the island, or if it kicks you out and throws you to the store page, you need to either download, buy, or enable DLCs. This now isn't working. You can enable your DLCs, go to your library, go to Ark. Once this is here, manage DLC, and you can enable your DLCs here. There were problems in the beginning, I think, where the DLCs weren't enabled by default. That should be automatically enabled now, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't like hurt to check here. There's one more thing. Crashing, yes. Oh, the fun part. if you're crashing, like, there's nothing we can like say this will fix it. Um, like depends. First of all, system specs. Like, I want to see what Steam says is the minimum, but like, Ark is a heavy game to run. I really want to see this. Oh no, wait. 8 gigs of RAM, yeah. 8 gigs of RAM really needed. Like CPU, GPU. You need a GPU. Don't try to run it on integrated graphics. That's a good joke. 60 gigs. Yeah, default game is like 100 gigs. But yeah, definitely 8 gigs of RAM. That is one reason why you're crashing. If you're setting up a dedicated server and Arc, try to have more than 8 gigs, like 12 to 16. Like 12 is an odd number to have, so just go 16. Let's see. Yeah, is this a server? I think this server is using close to 4 gigs. So yeah. Other stuff. If you're crashing while joining, like if you can't join a certain server, like define the difference between crashing and timeout, since there's a big difference. If you're like joining and you get a timeout, that could just be that that like mainly the reason that the server you're trying to connect isn't properly set up, or like if you're connecting and it takes a while, you alt tab out. Arc will struggle, so don't alt tab out while you're connecting, especially if you have slower PC. Like if your PC is like regular, I'm just gonna join official, it's gonna be quicker. I'd like to find a working server. Can I even... So little people on the server. Oh, it's primitive plus. Shit. Cancel. That's... that server is down, I think. So yeah, if you just join a server and like you alt tab out, it might work, but like I should be able to join quick enough that it doesn't matter. I had that problem on my last PC, my laptop. I don't have... But yeah. Other stuff. If you're like crashing in game, same thing. Check your specs. See if that's up to like working properly. I know what. Like, feel free to join Discord and well, once I upload the video, if you're in this channel, you're already in Discord. Join Discord. Just ask in here. But yeah, there's not much more I can do. Shiro, what do you say? Connect to this again. That's yeah. Play single player. I don't think I will add more. I will upload this video for whoever needs it. I was at 20 minutes still. Fuck. Yeah. If there's more stuff, I might edit it on later, but we'll see.